This video tutorial I will cover Java reflection. Class is a final class which belongs to java.lang package, and this class defines several methods. Using that we can get information about methods, constructors, modifiers, and members of a class at a runtime. Instance of this class represents classes and interfaces in a running Java application, and it is also used to analyze and change the dynamic behavior of a class at runtime. Here I have defined the class student. It has three fields: name, age, and gender. In that, name and age are public fields, and gender is a private field. It has two constructors, and first constructor is public constructor, and second constructor is private constructor. And it has two methods, and this method is public method, and this method is private method. We will see using reflection how to access these fields, constructors, and methods. Here I have defined the class reflection demo 1. Here I am calling for name method of class and passing class name as student. This method returns class object. Then I am calling getName method of class object and displaying that. I am running this program, and here you can see the output. Here I have defined the class reflection demo 2. I am running this program in debug mode. Here I am calling for name method of class and passing class name as student. This method returns class object. Then I am calling get constructors method of class object, and this method returns constructor array, and this constructor array will contain only public constructors. And student class has only one public constructor, and we got that. Then I am calling get declared constructors method of class object. It returns constructor array, and this constructor array contains public constructor and private constructor. And here you can see the output. We got public constructor and private constructor. Here I have defined the class reflection demo 3. I am running this program in debug mode. Here I am calling for name method of class and passing class name as student. This method returns class object. Then I am calling get methods of class object. This method returns method array, and this method array contains all public methods of student class. And here you can see the output. We got all public methods which are supported by student class. Here I am calling get declared methods of class object. It returns method array, and this method array contains all the declared methods of student class. There are two methods which are declared in student class, and one method is public method and another method is private method. We got all the two methods. Here I have defined the class reflection demo 4. I am running this program in debug mode. Here I am calling for name method of class and passing class name as student. This method returns class object. Then I am calling get fields method of class object. It returns field array, and this field array contains all the public fields of student class. Here we got all the public fields of student class. Then I am calling get declared fields method of class object. It returns field array, and this field array contains all the public fields and private fields of student class. Here you can see the output, and we got all the public fields and private fields of student class.